So folks, today my stream would be kind of short because I'm waiting for a Torchlight Frontiers patch to get released. For the half an hour or so at the start, I would be able to talk, but afterwards I would just keep the rest of my Torchlight Frontiers stream silent. So for now, a bit of Grim Down until it's patch time, and then Torchlight Frontiers afterwards. I'm waiting for my friend to come on Discord so we can play together. So soon I will be doing some multiplayer and game, maybe Crucible, because we haven't done Crucible in ages. I did do some today on my other build, and I can probably just show you quickly my other build. I have two variations of it. I made a copy of it and reworked it. It was a spin to win poison build with the dual blades. Although I think I shouldn't be going for Sentinel but for a Dervish. If I go to the main menu, this is the second version. It seems to have less HP and there's still a lot to rework. Maybe I need to rework some stuff in the devotion, so I would experiment with it. I could probably get rid of the Yugo devotion. So this is kind of it, Occultist Oathbreaker, but I don't think I do need this, or maybe I can just remove this. There's some other things that I might want to experiment getting, like a giant with 3 points. This is nice because this gets converted. This is also not so bad for the reduction of the enemy's resistances. Something worth testing would be just to add the Bat Devotion. Add the Bat Devotion, maybe add some other resist oriented, or I think Energy Leech would be nice. Maybe this had some Energy Leech, let's see. That's the only problem I'm having, some energy is kind of needed. So this is nice, some extra Energy Leech, I might try experimenting with it. But the thing is, there aren't many places from devotions to get Energy Leech. This one and this one, that's the two places. Oh, and that one, okay, but this one is very hard to get it. And it's more like Energy Leech resistance instead of Energy Leech. So yeah, this is not bad. And if I were to remove some of the things here, if I were to remove Yugo, let's try doing that. I'm gonna lose some damage, but that's fine. As long as my mana keeps regaining, I would be doing more damage. How many points did I need for the Energy Leech? 2? 2 points. And if I get rid of the other 3 points, I can probably even get some... something like the Giants, but for extra survivability. So this is an option, but this means I'm losing some resist, I'm losing some I'm losing some other stuff.
Safe journey.
Let me see now. So I do need that to resist. And if I do something like that, and I still have 1 point left. So I can maybe still get that 1 point here. Although just 25 offensive, I'd rather spend it on poison. This is pretty solid, 250 HP and 20 offensive ability. Alternatively, I can get something with resist. Now with the changes I was vitality resistance. But I can always put something with vitality resistance in the legs instead of physique and armor.
See anything you like?
So the vitality seems fine with the Suwiles buff. So I guess I can just leave it as it is. And yeah, maybe HP. Let's. So this is health and armor, this is health, chaos damage, offensive ability. Just looking for a worthy 1 pointer to invest in. Energy won't be bad as well. Health and energy. I think the best would be to just get 1 point in here. No, in here. So my buddy is here, so I can probably quickly join or host. So I'm gonna make a private multiplayer game. Some viewers might be welcome to join. So yeah, I'm gonna try and rework this build later on to a dervish version with a night blade, but for now this is not a bad option.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I've been experimenting with Wife Giver Signet, with the Black Matriarch ring as well, and with Venom Spine Greaves. As you can see, I've been testing various options
See you around.
just to get this pin to win to work. The problem is the energy. The energy seems to be the only thing I can't get to work, and maybe I would have to get rid of some of that bleeding resistance. I do have too much, and maybe I can put ectoplasm in one of those rings. For now, I'll just play like that. I'm just gonna wait for my friend to join me.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
I understand why people were using pet attack on videos I watched. I watched some videos of some guy from an Asian country, I think it was Chinese or Taiwanese, and he had a very nice dervish, but he didn't show his gear, he just opened his inventory. So he was doing some pretty solid stuff and he had 19,000 HP. If I managed to kind of get similar build to this guy on that video, I would be happy when I'm trying the dervish. 1000 HP and there's plenty of survivability devotions that could help. It's coming, so let's start some shards. Let me see what I can craft. I'm thinking starting easy like 35 or 40. No, not that. Not this either. About this. This is nice. I think I have few of those. And desecrated. I'm gonna make few of those. I think that's fine.
The shattered realm spans
how this goes. But not bad. Keep using my curses. I'm not the best at using the build, but it is a solid option. The only problem would be for me to manage my mana, and as I said, maybe I can remove some of my ring components and add some ectoplasm. Because I don't need all that bleed resistance. I can afford losing 24 bleed resistance.
Can't do that yet.
To get some extra energy, and yeah, some energy leech would be fine as well. Some more energy leech options or energy gain or whatever. Find some items with that maybe that I can replace. Lose some of the damage. Having energy would mean I can actually sustain my damage, sustain my wife leech. It's attack based. I think a dervish might be a better option for this specific set I'm using. And the good thing about the pets of this guy are they're invincible. Pretty nice for an elemental based pet build, or maybe even for my poison build. If I was Oathkeeper instead of Shaman, it might have been interesting to try. That stacking Pyromancer with me. All that Curse of Frailty, Bloody Pox, etc. The builds went through two different versions, and I actually copy pasted my hero and renamed it. So and made an archive in case I mess something up. So I have the two versions, and I kind of have Grimcalc links for the two versions with some minor changes to what I'm playing. Once I settle down on something I'm happy with, I'll probably make a build video when I have some time. So maybe it would be Dervish though for the video and not Sentinel. Not as good in solo as my pet build though. With my pet build with the final version I could solo shard 65 with just one time dying. 66 I think I died one or two times as well on the pet build, whereas with this guy I don't see myself, unless I pull the bosses one by one, I don't see myself being able to sustain the healing, mostly the energy. Very mobile build, because you have this skill, Fire Smite, and then we have Rune of Displacement. So now if my buddy doesn't go forward, he won't pull all the enemies, but it seems he decided to pull all the enemies. But there's a way to just pull one or two enemies if you just move a bit from the spawn and don't go too far. Not everyone would aggro you. That's what happens when we don't focus the same target. Oh, I got greedy for damage. I could have just bailed out. Start my game. Okay, I'm gonna rehost. Okay, well, rehosting then. Been having a lot of potions, so I'm wondering why not use them every now and then. Energy regen potion, offensive ability potion, why not? Otherwise they're just standing there being unused, gathering dust. Something else with nice duration. Don't really need those for resistances, but well,
The shattered realm spans eternity. A waystone, splendid. How far shall we? The shattered. Away. How far?
at least my pets I can attach a devotion to, and since they're immortal, they can just keep spamming those meteors I've attached to them. And I think my fire damage is being converted to acid for those meteors. With the potions, I don't see much difference in regards to the energy. I still need ectoplasm in order to be able to sustain my energy, I think. The win is draining too much. Restart my Grim Internals as well. It's nice to see HP bars on the enemies. Grim Internals is restarted, I'm ready. Me too much stuff, showing me stuff I don't want to know. Much better now. But yeah, this game has been crashing so much in multiplayer. It's kind of I can't complete a single run without it crashing before I collect. And this time it crashed on the like second or something. Today I was doing some non-streaming random multiplayer with without password, and it crashed around the sixth shard from 40 to 46, I think. As you could hear, this dropped a mythical legendary, but for my friend, not for me. But Grim Internals makes the sound. Feels good hearing the sound of a legendary dropping. Yeah, the obvious problem is the energy. I do run out of energy very quickly. What my buddy got as a drop is some special armor, Miss Gazer Man, which is armor for leveling up. 1 to all skills, resist and so on. Very nice armor for leveling new heroes is what he got.
Can't do that.
that he got would stack very well with some of those items from the Crate of Entertainment quest. That amulet from the Crate of Entertainment quest. So since we have two people with Blood of Drake, we can kind of keep it up all the time. So my buddy died. He's coming back though. This level is now adding more energy leech to the players. When there were too many enemies around me, I could easily sustain my energy. When it's just a single target, I don't leech as much as needed.
Well done.
Or we can go before it crashes. A fun set for spin to win build. It's not as sustainable, but it's a good gameplay. If you know how to use it, I guess it could be effective. As you can see, it can do this chaos shard difficulty kind of fine. It's probably not meta build. You won't be able to do chaos 70 so or 65 even or even 60. It's a nice setup. Have the gear for it, why not? The most infrequent items I'm using, there's alternative setups like my first setup for it. Let's pull him up. This guy with the meteors could be pretty tough to deal with at some time with other builds. We couldn't pull them one by one. All of them kind of came here.
Well done.
collecting after this shard. My friend said he needs to go sleep soon. All the meteor stacking from his skills and from my skills in the devotions.
I can't do that yet.
What a nice mosh pit we were in earlier. Again, they all came together.
Well done.
See the wood now. At least it didn't crash this time before collecting.
Can't carry anymore.
Okay, 6 from me. I'm gonna keep dropping. He can take them.
Carry anymore. Can't carry anymore.
Some of those monster frequencies that are dropping are pretty solid. Look at that. 2 of those are Xantarin's mantos. So yeah, if you're wondering what the skills I'm using look like, it's kind of like this. But I think I need to remake the build. I need to remake it instead of with an occultist with a night blade. I want to try a dervish version. I think this works, but with the dervish I think I may be tankier. I had this, but I removed it at the start of the stream. Remove this so I can take some extra energy leech and the giant's butt with the other 3 points. Alternatively, I could just live without giant's butt and just take those 3 points all the way to here. My buddy's wondering whether the set that is being sold at the shop is good. I might look for some builds with it. I think I have all the pieces somewhere in my shared stash. Just to show you, this is the set I'm talking about, the Shattered Realm set. I'm wondering what builds are using that. Probably a tank build with that might not be that bad, but I don't know. It's very resistant, the least of all. So so that's one thing going on for that set. A lot of max resists, a lot of resistances. It's kind of like something as a fewer set. Maybe if you are missing two pieces, um, you can afford to go for the 8% health. So maybe that's a good use for this set. Key thing to note is those ones are immortal. So even if they themselves don't do that much damage, you can just max out Celestial Presence so they can debuff the enemies. You can get them to poison and just keep it as a one pointer. It can always be maxed out if you have some spare skill points if you think you don't need something. This is very nice to reduce the target's offensive ability. This is nice to do some extra debuffs. I mean to buff yourself with extra damage. This is for the extra debuffs. This we probably don't need. I put it as a one pointer for extra attack damage converted to health. I think now I'll quickly go and restart my stream to play Torchlight Frontiers. I will be able to speak for an hour and a half or so. Because the update is up, I'm gonna start updating my game. When it's updated, I'm gonna start streaming. I've got a party waiting for me.
Shattered realm.
So thanks for watching this short stream, and I'll be right back in a few minutes once my Torchlight Frontiers is updated with update 7. Till midnight, it's 10:37 now. With the mic on. After midnight, I'm gonna switch the mic off, but I'm gonna keep streaming for a few more hours, just farming pets. So thanks again, keep it cool, and until next time, or shortly afterwards today if you're gonna watch the Torchlight Frontier stream.